Today on Please Excuse My Dead Aunt Sally, Suzy's nephew begs her to wear pants when she's washing the dishes. Mike gets stuck in a broom closet. And all of you learn more than you ever wanted to about a little something called Project Bluebeam. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Please Excuse My Dead Aunt Sally, the show where I lament that I always seem to have empty cardboard boxes in my house. Seriously. Cardboard boxes are like Hydra. I break one down and put it in the recycling bin, and 2 more cardboard boxes grow to take its place. It's freaking ridiculous. Well, listeners, I'm on my own again today, so I thought I'd surround myself with your emails to make me feel less lonely. Our first letter comes from Sydney in Appleton, Wisconsin. She writes, "Dear Suzy and Mike, I just want to thank you for doing the ghost story episode. I live with my grandma in an old 1920s barn house that I'm convinced is haunted. So I too have witnessed some freaky stuff. It's nice to know I'm not alone." Well, Sydney, indeed you are not alone. Especially if your house is haunted, am I right? Ba-dum-bump. Mike, what are your thoughts? Mike? Oh yeah, he's stuck in a broom closet. Well then, moving on. Our next email is from Dave. I'm not sure where Dave is from. He doesn't say, perhaps because he is in witness protection or on the lam. But Dave writes, "Hello, Mike and Suzy. My 2 favorite Chuck Norris facts. 1. Chuck Norris can count to infinity twice. 2. Chuck Norris sleeps with a pillow under his gun. As a bonus, if you have an Amazon device, ask Alexa, where is Chuck Norris? I enjoy the podcast. Dave." Dave, those were a lot of fun. Alexa, where is Chuck Norris?
"I want to take over the world and destroy you and your ugly dog you home."
That wasn't very nice. Anyways, thanks for the letter, Dave. Listeners, please keep the emails coming. Please excuse my dead Aunt Sally at gmail.com, or you can hit us up on Instagram or Facebook. And now, back by popular demand, Suzy's Creepy Corner. I honestly don't know what's scarier, the Michael Myers theme from Halloween or my weird, creepy voice that I just use now. I mean, it's not even like creepy, it's just more unsettling, like some back alley flasher in a trench coat would talk like that or something. So I apologize, but I'm not doing it again because I've already done this 3 times. I'm tired. And someone's honking their horn outside. So if you can hear that, don't worry. Everything's okay. Today's episode of Creepy Corner is brought to you by Latter-day Saints, the Mormon Church's hottest new horror attraction. Can you make it through this haunted service, survive all 3 meetings, and make it to the Celestial Kingdom? First, you'll have to evade capture by Porter Rockwell, bodyguard to Joseph Smith, an American outlaw. Next, you'll be pursued down a dark corridor by undead missionaries who only want to save your soul. I mean brains! Finally, do you have what it takes to survive the dreaded bishop's interview? The things he'll ask you will make your blood run straight to your cheeks in pure embarrassment. Latter-day Saints! If we can't scare you, chances are you're already a son of perdition. Well, listeners, I finally did it. I scraped together the $44 and went to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. I have to admit I was skeptical because I used to be a huge Ghost Adventures fan until one night I was working in a casino back when I worked at Aria, and Zach Bagans was there playing slots, and, you know, I totally fangirled out on him, and he was total ass to me, so I've never really forgiven him for that. Um, but still, it was a house full of supposedly haunted objects, so I could not resist. And I thought $44 seemed way overpriced. But let me tell you, you get a lot for that $44. If you're ever in Las Vegas and you want something spooky and unique to do, I highly, highly recommend Zach Bagans' Haunted House or Haunted Museum. I seriously thought it was just going to be a tiny house full of maybe a few creepy old dolls that he found somewhere, but that guy has got himself a legitimate collection. I don't want to go too much into detail or spoilers because the less you know, the better. But I'll let you know this. I paid for myself, my sister who's celebrating a birthday, happy birthday, Coco, and my cousin who joined us. So all in all, I spent almost $120, and I still felt like I got plenty for my money. It was very spooky. Some parts were a little hokey and over the top and fun. But when I left, my adrenaline was pumping and I felt a little queasy. And I don't know if it's just because of the power of suggestion, but I definitely felt a little bit unsettled. And I had to go home and watch Riff Tracks Mystery Science Theater to try and get the spooky feeling to go away. So if any of you have been to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum, I would love to hear from you and hear what your experiences were. And maybe we could swap some insider stories because there's so much I want to talk about, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't gone yet because it's really great if you don't really know what's happening. Just know that he has a very impressive collection and has done an amazing job putting together that house. The production value was outstanding. He had to have had some very, very good consultants on when he put this together because it's just very well done. But anyways, that's it for Suzy's Creepy Corner this week. What shall I talk about next week? I'm open to suggestions, boogeymen, poltergeist, cryptozoology. Let me know your requests and we will get it on the show. Thanks for listening. Well, listeners, that's all we have time for this week. Music today was brought to you by Kevin MacLeod and, of course, John Carpenter's Halloween. Don't tell him I used this. Please keep those listener questions coming. Please excuse my dead Aunt Sally at gmail.com or hit us up on social media. You can also use the call button. We'd love to hear from you. Stay tuned next week when Mike returns. And boy, is he mad from being trapped in a broom closet for 9 days. Watch out.